On the scales, King Rye Garcia. 146.8 pounds for
147 pounds. We know how big you are. How much better are you feeling right now?
Much better. You know, this is the weight class I belong in. This is the one I feel the most comfortable, so excited to start my journey at 147.
The official weigh-in and final face-off between Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios concluded in Las Vegas, with both fighters successfully making weight for tomorrow night's showdown at the T-Mobile Arena. Barrios hit exactly 107 pounds, looking crisp and prepared, while Garcia registered 146.8 pounds in outstanding physical shape.
I mean, I'm not going to give too much energy into that. You know, he likes to talk a lot, but at the end of the day...
Barrios!
The stare-down was electric as both competitors traded verbal jabs and locked eyes for almost 60 seconds before officials stepped between them. The animosity was palpable, and tomorrow's clash promises fireworks. But with the weigh-in complete, let's examine what truly counts, as legendary boxing figures have shared their fight predictions. Their commentary is genuinely surprising.
Yeah.
I think he sleeps, Ryan.
Late? I'm thinking Ryan's winning early, and then...
I think that too. I think Ryan's going to come out winning, and I think that he's going to be taller, longer.
Hey, who do you think is going to win in the fight, Ryan Garcia or Mario Barrios?
I think Ryan Garcia, bro. Yeah, he's really good, and I think this is his chance. You know, I hope he's working hard because
he is, bro.
Yeah,
he is.
okay, because this is his chance to be a world champion.
Beginning with one of boxing's most credible analysts, Terence Crawford recently offered his perspective on this bout. His assessment caught many off guard. Crawford declared to press members directly, Ryan's quickness will overwhelm Barrios. Everyone underestimates how lightning-fast Ryan's combinations are when he's dialed in. Should Ryan arrive mentally sharp like against Haney, Barrios faces a difficult evening.
Come to fight, and it's going to give a fun, fan-friendly fight. May the best man win.
This backing from someone widely regarded as the premier pound-for-pound talent globally holds tremendous significance. Crawford has faced elite welterweights throughout his career, so his warning about Ryan's velocity demands attention. However, Crawford also issued a cautionary note. The uncertainty is whether Ryan can sustain that velocity across 12 complete rounds at 147 pounds. That weight division jump isn't receiving adequate discussion. Crawford favors Ryan for victory while recognizing size might influence late rounds if Garcia cannot maintain intensity. Crawford detailed specific moments where momentum could change. Should Ryan emerge aggressively and capture the opening 4 or 5 rounds decisively, Barrios will face an insurmountable deficit. However, if Barrios can survive that initial assault and remain competitive through 6 rounds, we'll witness genuine drama in the championship frames. This thorough examination reveals Crawford has genuinely analyzed this matchup and grasps the strategic elements. Following this, Gervonta Davis offered his perspective on this contest, and Tank's statement absolutely shocked boxing circles.
And when you fought Ryan, it was the catch weight, right? So he was drained.
Bro, he was in more shape. If you go look at the fight and how the fight was, he was in more shape. Niggas saying I drank. No, I did not. He was eating the day before.
Davis declared emphatically, Barrios will finish Ryan. I've sparred with Ryan, I've experienced his power firsthand, and I'm stating definitively that strength doesn't transfer to 147 the way he believes it will. This revelation from Tank carries enormous weight since he remains the sole fighter to halt Ryan Garcia professionally. Tank understands precisely what Ryan contributes and insists it won't suffice against a naturally larger welterweight like Barrios. Davis elaborated further, explaining Ryan's primary weapon is that left hook. But when you're battling individuals who walk around at 165, 170 pounds, that left hook that floored lightweights doesn't produce identical results. Barrios will absorb it and systematically break Ryan down. Tank referenced Ryan's recent bout against Rolly Romero, where Ryan suffered a decision defeat after being dropped.
Like, we had a media workout. He was eating at his media workout, bro. I wasn't even eating at my media workout. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just... He tricked the people like, yeah, I'm draining. No, you wasn't. I just made him have to work harder than what he... You seen when he fought Devin?
Rolly demonstrated the strategy. Ryan gets caught, Ryan gets damaged, and at welterweight, those impacts come from bigger, stronger opponents. Barrios punches significantly harder than Rolly, so consider what occurs when he connects cleanly with Ryan. Davis expanded his prediction further. I'm predicting Barrios finishes him in rounds 9 or 10. That's when Ryan's stamina begins failing him at this weight, and that's when Barrios will unleash power combinations that Ryan cannot withstand. This precise stoppage forecast from the man who knocked Ryan unconscious has many reconsidering whether Ryan's power will genuinely translate to this division.
I mean, if he be able to slip the hook, he could be able to go ahead and...
So you're not buying the PED stuff? You think that was a legit?
However, Shakur Stevenson emerged with a radically different perspective that has supporters arguing intensely. Stevenson informed reporters with absolute certainty, everyone is underestimating Ryan. I believe he knocks Barrios out completely. People overlook that Ryan dropped Devin Haney 3 times, and Devin ranks among our finest defensive fighters. Barrios doesn't move like Devin. He lacks that protection. When Ryan connects with him, it will be devastating. Shakur advanced further by forecasting the exact round. I have Ryan by knockout in round 7. That's when Barrios begins tiring from attempting to pressure Ryan, and that's when Ryan connects perfectly.
It'll be a lot of excitement to that fight. It's a big money fight. Ryan Garcia is somebody that comes in there. You never know which version of him is going to show up. So if the good version of him show up, he gets spanked. If the bad version of him show up, he gets spanked.
Barrios will advance trying to utilize his size benefit, but that's precisely what Ryan desires. Ryan is naturally a counter-puncher, and when Barrios starts charging forward with combinations, Ryan will time that left hook flawlessly, and it's finished. This confident prediction from someone as skilled and astute as Shakur Stevenson has many people reconsidering this bout. The situation becomes even more compelling, because Devin Haney himself finally addressed this fight, and his comments are absolutely brutal.
I couldn't believe that a guy like, no disrespect to Ryan, but I felt like I was levels above him. I couldn't believe that a guy like Ryan could beat me. I trained super hard. I was super disciplined. He did everything wrong. I did everything right. So I was just like...
Haney declared bluntly, I hope Barrios knocks Ryan out. Following everything that occurred with our bout and how things concluded, I want to see Ryan receive his comeuppance. But here's the reality. Haney also provided a technical evaluation that demonstrates he's not merely being emotional. Barrios is bigger, stronger, and more seasoned at this weight. Ryan struggled with Rolly Romero, who doesn't compare to Barrios. If Rolly could hurt Ryan and defeat him on the cards, imagine what Barrios will accomplish. Haney continued his analysis. Ryan's greatest flaw is that he doesn't respect his opponent's power until too late. He became reckless against Tank and suffered for it. He became reckless against Rolly and suffered for it. If he becomes reckless against Barrios, he'll suffer again.
That weight is definitely hard for both of them to make. We got to see, who left it all in the gym or who's fresh on that night. And I think that's what's going to determine the winner.
This evaluation from someone who has actually shared the ring with Ryan holds serious credibility, despite obvious personal resentment influencing some remarks. Canelo Alvarez also shared his prediction, and the Mexican superstar's statement surprised many people. Canelo informed media, I believe it will be warfare. Both men can punch, both possess heart, but I favor Barrios because he's a genuine welterweight. Ryan will encounter size problems in later rounds, but Canelo's next comment really sparked conversation.
That all Ryan has is the left hook. You know him very well. What other weapons does Ryan have?
He's a very talented fighter, so he needs to be very careful with Ryan because he's a strong and very fast fighter.
Should Ryan eliminate Barrios within the first 6 rounds, he wins. But if this contest reaches the championship rounds, Barrios' size and natural weight benefit will prove excessive. Canelo detailed precisely why he believes size will matter. When you're naturally bigger and properly hydrated at 147 pounds, your punches carry more impact. Ryan will feel every shot Barrios delivers, and by rounds 8 or 9, those accumulated blows will exact their toll. Essentially, Canelo suggests this fight revolves around timing and whether Ryan can inflict his damage early before size becomes decisive. Timothy Bradley provided one of the most comprehensive breakdowns from any professional commenting on this fight.
There's not a far-going conclusion that Ryan can take out a guy like Barrios, man. Barrios is experienced. I don't give a damn what anybody say. He got a lot of experience, man. He got the best resume at 147 pounds, right? He's a champion. You know what I mean? He's been in the ring with Tank Davis as well. He's been in the ring.
Bradley detailed his prediction by stating, I'm selecting Barrios by unanimous decision. Here's my reasoning. Ryan has never demonstrated he can sustain a high output for 12 rounds at this weight division. Barrios will employ his jab, manage distance, and force Ryan to work every second of every round. Bradley continued his technical evaluation. Ryan's defense remains too flawed for this caliber. He pulls his head straight backward, doesn't move his feet effectively laterally, and against someone like Barrios, who possesses a lengthy jab and solid ring intelligence, those defensive weaknesses will be severely exposed. Bradley dissected the fight round by round in his forecast. Rounds 1 through 4 favor Ryan due to speed and volume. Rounds 5 through 8 stay competitive, but Barrios begins asserting control. Rounds 9 through 12 belong entirely to Barrios as Ryan diminishes, and the size advantage becomes crushing.
Who else was the guy he been in the ring with that was
Pacquiao recently, obviously.
Pacquiao recently, and there was another one.
Thurman, was it Thurman?
Yeah, Keith one-time Thurman. So I mean, he felt resistance. He felt resistance at every single level, right? You know, even with the southpaw. So I mean, you got a guy like Garcia.
This comprehensive breakdown from someone who ranked among the finest technical fighters of his era has numerous experts agreeing. Then, Errol Spence Jr. presented a perspective that completely contradicted most expectations. Spence confidently stated, "Ryan wins this fight more easily than people anticipate. Barrios is perfectly suited for what Ryan executes best. Barrios presses forward, lacks exceptional head movement, and exposes himself to countershots. That's ideal for Ryan's left hook." Spence went further. "I'm telling everyone, Ryan stops him within 8 rounds. The power will transfer to 147, because Ryan has been weight training and developing his frame correctly. This isn't the identical Ryan who competed at 135 pounds.
What have you been telling him to keep him grounded in this situation?
Just stay focused, keep working, and stay dedicated to your craft, and don't let his antics, get under your skin. Because that's what he's trying to do. So just stay focused, and I feel like he can come on top. He just stay focused, stay hungry, and realize that.
Spence explained why he believes Ryan's power will translate. Ryan has been preparing specifically for welterweight. He's been working with conditioning coaches. He's been adding muscle correctly, and his frame naturally accommodates the additional weight. When he connects with that left hook on Barrios, it will produce the same impact it had on Haney. This prediction from Errol Spence Jr., who has competed at welterweight throughout his prime and understands exactly what succeeds at 147 pounds, has provided Ryan Garcia supporters significant confidence approaching fight night. Keith Thurman also shared his thoughts, and the former champion's comments show he's thoroughly studied both fighters. Thurman explained, "This is a coin flip for me, but if forced to choose, I'm selecting Barrios by split decision. I think Ryan will capture the early rounds with his speed and activity, but Barrios will surge strongly in the fight's second half."
He got back-to-back draws. That's a history in the making, not an entertaining one, but it's history in the making. Draw and so let's see if Ryan can beat him. And then, like I said, they're all lightweights moving up. So then if they were to ever try to see us at 54, then they're playing with fire once again.
Thurman identified the crucial moments. Rounds 7 through 10 will determine this contest. That's when Ryan begins experiencing the size differential. And that's when Barrios' experience at this weight becomes the deciding element. Thurman even predicted judicial scoring. I think one judge awards it to Ryan 115 to 113, but the other 2 judges give it to Barrios 115 to 113 and 116 to 112. It will be that narrow, but Barrios accomplishes just enough to prevail. This detailed round-by-round and scorecard examination from someone who has endured wars at welterweight demonstrates how competitive this contest could truly become. The intrigue intensifies further as trainers and retired legends now offer their predictions.
Okay, and so you think Ryan's got a bigger punch than that? Bigger punch than, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when Ryan touches you.
No, when he touches lightweights, see, he hasn't dropped real welterweights.
Okay. Yep.
Is there even a real welterweight?
Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach informed media, "I favor Barrios in this contest. Ryan has displayed vulnerabilities in his previous 2 fights. He was stopped by Tank and lost a decision to Raleigh. Those aren't merely random defeats. Those are indicators that Ryan faces genuine problems when he elevates in competition." Roach continued his assessment. "Barrios is a world champion at 147 pounds, not someone moving up or down. This is his division. This is where he's comfortable. I believe that natural size advantage will be the difference maker." Roach even offered tactical guidance on how Barrios should approach the fight. "If I was coaching Barrios, I would instruct him to establish the jab early, control ring center, and make Ryan come to him. Don't pursue Ryan around the ring, make him work, exhaust him, then attack in the second half." This strategic breakdown from one of boxing's greatest trainers has many questioning whether Ryan is prepared for this competition level at welterweight. Additional major names continue sharing opinions because the commentary keeps flowing. Sources indicate that Floyd Mayweather has been observing Ryan closely and reportedly informed people in his circle. Ryan possesses the tools to win, but does he have the discipline? That's consistently been his issue.
My prediction is may the best man win.
Many believe Mayweather references Ryan's tendency toward training camp distractions and social media controversies that divert focus from boxing. Andre Ward also recently shared his perspective, and the Hall of Famer was completely honest. Ward stated, "I think Barrios wins a competitive decision. Ryan is gifted, without question. But there's a distinction between talent and championship-level execution at welterweight. Barrios possesses that execution. Ryan is still developing." Ward clarified his meaning of execution. It involves executing the fundamentals correctly for 12 complete rounds, controlling distance, establishing your power shots, managing your energy, maintaining defensive discipline. Barrios does all of that instinctively. Ryan remains inconsistent with those basics. That concludes our coverage for now. For the finest updates on news, moments, events, and developments in boxing's world, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and remember to activate notifications to receive alerts when we release quality content like this. Until next time, farewell.